What's the point in doing the right thing?
With Ned Stark's execution, Season 1 Game of Thrones establishes the limitations of being virtuous in its morally ambiguous world. The consensus is that it's Ned Stark being virtuous rather than politically savvy that gets his head lopped off. Which is funny, because virtue ethics is a comprehensive moral theory that argues we should live our lives based on a list of virtues, like courage and honesty, and make decisions with the intention of doing good and what's right. People in support of virtue ethics agree that being a virtuous person while possessing the virtues is actually beneficial to the person possessing them. To quote Rosalind Hursthouse in her book on virtue ethics, suppose my doctor said, you would benefit from a regimen in which you gave up smoking, took regular exercise, and moderated your drinking. Her grounds are that that's the way to flourish physically, to be healthy, to live a long, healthy life. If, despite following her advice, I develop lung cancer or heart disease, or my liver fails in my youth or middle age, this does not impugn the correctness of what she has said. I can't go back to her and say, you were wrong to tell me that I should give up smoking, etc. Look, it hasn't worked. This is a good analogy when we compare it to the advice from philosophers who say we should live virtuously. So with this, we might say, sure, generally speaking, living virtuously improves our lives, but on a case-by-case basis, can we really say that being virtuous is always beneficial? Probably not. In the case of Ned Stark specifically, it was actually poor judgment for him to trust Littlefinger, who betrayed him, which might point to him lacking the virtue of prudence. And Ned was too stubborn to compromise with Cersei, and this could point to him lacking the virtue of temperance, because he was unable to override his prideful emotions. So maybe him being executed was a problem of him not being virtuous enough. The overarching idea in virtue ethics is that the ancient Greek concept of phronesis, which means practical wisdom, must be practiced for someone to be virtuous. Some virtue ethicists might actually say Ned Stark lacked phronesis or practical wisdom, which made him unable to navigate the political sphere, and because of this deficiency, not only he himself suffered, but it also led to the collapse of those depending on him. Maybe if he had enough prudence to sniff out Littlefinger's plans, or if he had enough temperance to compromise with Cersei, and if he had enough phronesis to pragmatically navigate the political situation he was in, maybe then he wouldn't have been executed. What do you think? Is it always in your interests to behave virtuously? If you're interested in how to apply philosophical ideas in your day-to-day life, there's more videos on my channel.